All right, let's just dive right into it. Welcome to today's explainer. If you're a recent high school science graduate and you're looking for an exciting, dynamic, and genuinely future-proof engineering path, well, you're in exactly the right place. We've tailored this entire breakdown just for you.
So think about this for a second. What actually connects the GPS you use on your phone every day, the layout of a brand new smart city, and mapping out the real-time effects of climate change? If you want a career that blends that kind of cutting-edge aerospace technology with massive, tangible, real-world impact, the answer is Geomatics Engineering.
Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the Geomatics revolution, cracking the IOE admissions, your 4-year university roadmap, and finally, what everyone wants to know, your career and salary payoff.
Okay, part 1, the Geomatics revolution. Let's start with the basics and demystify what this field actually entails.
As a geomatics engineer, your day-to-day isn't just going to be staring at old, dusty paper maps. Not at all. You'll be actively using aerospace technology. Think global navigation satellite systems, drones, advanced remote sensing to solve modern infrastructure and environmental challenges. You are, quite literally, mapping the future. Moving on to part 2, cracking the IOE admissions. What's really interesting about the Institute of Engineering's admissions process is just how specific they are about your foundational knowledge. So listen up, because this is crucial for all you science grads out there. You absolutely need your +2 science certificate with at least a grade C across all your subjects. And your coursework must include physics, chemistry, and 2 papers of mathematics totaling 200 marks. Alternatively, a 3-year engineering diploma with a 45% aggregate works too. You really need these strong math and physics foundations right now because, well, you'll literally be using them to calculate satellite orbits later on. If you check those boxes, actually applying is a super smooth, fully digital process. You just pay a 2,000 rupee fee via a bank or digital wallet, head over to entrance.ioe.edu.np and upload your documents, which includes your transcript and a digital photo. Oh, and whatever you do, make sure you save or print that final confirmation page. That is your ultimate proof of registration. All right, 140. That's the magic number standing between you and your acceptance letter. The computer-based test is graded out of exactly 140 marks. And here's the exact breakdown of how you get there. You're going to face 100 multiple-choice questions packed into 2 hours. 60 of those are worth 1 mark, and 40 are worth 2 marks. But here's the catch. There's a 10% negative marking rule for wrong answers. Because of that penalty, leaving a totally wild guess blank, that might actually be the smartest strategic move you make on exam day.
Part 3, the 4-year university roadmap. Let's see what happens when you actually step foot on campus. If you nail that entrance exam and rank high enough, you'll join a really exclusive cohort of just 48 students at the Pashamanchal campus in Pokhara. Right now, it's the only TU constituent campus offering this specific bachelor's degree. Over 4 years, you're going to conquer 8 semesters and an incredible 47 different subjects.
And the way your academic journey flows is actually pretty brilliant. Year 1 is heavy on foundational science, engineering math, physics, computer programming. By year 2, you're transitioning into basic surveying and geographic information systems. Year 3 completely levels up into satellite geodesy and remote sensing. And then finally, year 4 is all about complex spatial data mining and pulling everything together for your massive capstone project.
Actually, scratch the idea that it's all just classroom theory. A huge highlight of this program is in your 3rd year, when you're forced out into the field. You go through this rugged, immersive, 21-day field survey camp. This is where you have to prove your measurement skills using high-tech equipment, dealing with real-world weather and terrain, and really learning how to function as part of an engineering team.
Then, right before you graduate in your 8th semester, you hit another massive milestone, a 10-week professional internship. This bridge is absolutely critical. It takes all that theory about mapping and spatial data and throws you into a real corporate or government setting, so you seamlessly transition from being a student to a working professional.
All right, finally, part 4, career roles and the salary payoff. You put in the 4 years, you survive the field camps, now let's talk about the payoff.
The beauty of geomatics is the sheer versatility it offers. You could totally choose the field-heavy life of a geomatics engineer, setting up equipment, flying drones, dealing with remote sensors out on construction sites, or if you're more into the tech side, you can take the office-heavy route as a geospatial data scientist, analyzing massive data sets, writing code, and generating insights for urban planning. And let's talk numbers, because this degree is incredibly valuable in the job market right now. Based on recent data in Nepal, Geomatics absolutely holds its own against the traditional engineering giants. You're looking at a starting monthly salary around 35,000 rupees, which scales up to a very impressive 114,000 rupees a month for experienced pros. It strongly competes with civil engineering and actually outpaces the average upper bounds of a lot of general IT roles.
Plus, we can't forget the public sector. If you secure a government role through the Lok Seva Ayog, you can enter as a 7th-level officer. And get this, our sources show that government engineers in Nepal actually enjoy an 11% higher average base pay than their private sector counterparts. Add in the long-term stability, pensions, and housing allowances, and it's a pretty sweet deal.
So geomatics engineering isn't just about reading maps. It is about literally creating the foundational data that our entire modern society runs on. With unmatched career versatility, fantastic pay, and the power to shape our planet, it is an incredibly rewarding path for any science graduate. Your journey to the Pashchimanchal campus starts with that single IOE application. So, are you ready to take the leap?